choppy again, Rick.
Can't help that, I'm afraid. Am I choppy to you, Rob? It could be. My internet's been funny the last couple of days, so it could be me. All right.
We'll bear with
We're
it.
live. Hang on, let me make sure I went public because there ain't nobody in here.
It's pretty bad. It is
Yeah.
pretty bad.
All right. We're live here and we're live on YouTube. So there we go.
Turn off your camera for a second and see if it gets better. Like you might have to go audio only.
I don't know. So Raphael's in the house. At least somebody's showing up. Yeah, so
Okay. Yeah, it's clearing up. You might have to go audio only tonight.
yeah. Hey, only one guy, how you doing? Good to see you. So two live move here and he's lurking. Good, I'm glad to hear it. On this great day, you know that the internment camps are going to start and all kinds of shit. The Constitution is going to be thrown out.
Welcome to the post-election hangover episode.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And anyway, so I'm just waiting for a couple of more people to show up in the chat. Then I'll get started. So Rob, how's your day been? Did you stay up late last night?
No, but I did get up in time to see like them call it or whatever, or see the speech. What was it, about
Okay.
2:15, 2:30, something like that. So
Damn, it was after the speech I went to bed.
yeah, I was just getting up to start my day.
Yeah. So
Besides so didn't stay up, but besides that, kind of crossing my fingers and hoping it stuck. And I heard it on the radio actually at work too, so that was more confirmation. So basically, I had a grin most of my day. I was pleasantly happy. So
yeah, me too. It's I am too. I mean, I was still worried all the way
Do
up
you hear him,
until
or is it just me?
they actually declared him the winner.
yeah, I don't
Because
blame you.
I was thinking because I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube. I was waiting for the shenanigans to happen, and they still might try it. With court cases and
Yeah.
I know they're all sweet. We got to accept it. But I got a feeling lawyers are going to start saying, well, that looked, but we'll see. You know, but the country has spoken. Anyway, let me introduce my panelists here to the audience that we've got, which is small, but we got lurkers as always. Let's go. We got the one and only New York Outcast. How you doing?
Doing well. Enjoying life today.
That's good. Then we got Sean Ponnery. How you doing? He's walked off on me.
Sorry, I think I'm having connection issues. It's not your end, Rick. It's mine.
Well, I kind of figured that, but I didn't want to, say anything to you. If you drop out and reconnect or drop out, that's fine. I understand. So anyway,
Let me reconnect. I'll be right back.
Vanessa, maybe Trump will overturn his BS bump stock. Didn't the Supreme Court overturn it and said that it's unconstitutional? You know, that's what I thought anyway. Maybe I misunderstood. So anyway, let's see. In the chat we have Raphael from that state down there, from Florida, and from what I think, didn't Trump win Florida by over 1 million votes? You know, he stomped their ass down there. So then we got only one guy, then Two Live Moo, Vanessa Kitty. So then we got the lurkers, and I'm assuming. I mean, I don't know if people are going to show up tonight. They might be going to bed early because they all stayed up too late last night. You know, watching it. The only second man to ever do the split term thing. What was it? Grover Cleveland was the last person who done it. So, you know. Anyway.
That's got it.
Now, the only hopefully that now that he is the president-elect, he'll get a bigger, stronger, and better Secret Service protection detail. You know, because even though I am so happy that he pulled it off, but they seem to have given up too early. You know,
Who?
the Democrats. You know, say giving up too early. They've accepted it too easily. They've accepted the loss.
I think what you're going to discover is the DNC knew all along they had no chance. They're accepting the loss because they accepted this loss over 100 days ago. Basically, what they were trying to do is they're cutting the cancer out of their party, and it starts with Kamala Harris. They have effectively ruined her political career for the future. She'll never get higher than where she was.
Oh no, I reckon she'll. Personally, I think she'll go work for some law firm before they can have the vice president on their letterhead. You know, they offer her a what do they call it in law firms? Partner, is that, or what do they call them?
Partnership in the firm.
Yeah, just to have, you know, vice president of the United States on the letterhead.
History has been a pretty good indicator that most people who leave the White House end up as professors of political science or talking heads on network TV. Like, they usually don't go back to the job that they had before they were president or vice president in this case. Besides, I mean, who's going to want to go to a law firm where everyone's wearing knee pads?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be represented by somebody like that. Are you kidding me? The Border Czar LLC? Come on.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, I mean, she might, I don't think she'll be hired. I don't think no TV will hire her.
I still truly
because she's no good. She don't know how to talk.
She got hers, is what it is. You remember that thing I told you about this morning about what's going to happen on January 20th when Joe Biden leaves the White House and enters Air Force Two and waves at the crowd as he flies away?
Yeah.
And salutes the two Marines standing on either side of the door and probably salutes his vice president. I would pay an insurmountable amount of money to have a hot mic in between those two when he looks her in the eye, shakes her hand, and says, So, how'd that coup work out for you? You can kiss my old wrinkled ass and just walk away. Because
No,
that's
that
going to
ain't
be a
gonna
mic
happen.
drop. That is going to be a political mic drop moment. I hope he does it. He deserves that vengeance. I don't like the guy, but he got wrong.
Yeah. Well, he's more likely asking Jill, has he won yet? You know.
Brain
So,
freeze from all the ice cream.
mind you, I read somewhere. Did I read it? You remember I mentioned to you about her wearing that red suit yesterday?
Yes.
Somebody else said that ain't coincidence. She did it for a reason.
It's possible, but I mean, like I was saying, if it was party symbolism, Trump he wears blue ties all the time, so it doesn't really mean anything like it used to.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, unless she was celebrating the fact that the other side won and she's just being gracious as a loser, that's okay.
yeah. What I want to know is how many celebrities have left yet? Any?
They never do.
I know that. I know that. They all, I mean, they all, you know, swear they're going to and everything else. Hey, the
I don't know
gun
what Fox
snob, how
News
you
is gonna
doing?
do.
I'm
I'm
always
just
in a
curious.
good mood. You know, but I am in a good mood today. You know, the I'm hopefully no more money will be going to Ukraine to make everybody else rich. You know, hopefully the border will be secured. You know, mind you, talking about that, I was I was I watched what's his name stream. Oh hell, his name slipped my mind. Who did I tell
Louder
you
with
I
Crowder.
watched last night?
Louder with Crowder.
Yes, I watched his 10-hour stream yesterday. I wasn't on for the whole 10 hours, but for about 8. And where was I going? Where was I going with this? My mind. Oh god damn! I'm having a Biden moment.
Senility before your very eyes, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it's terrible. It wasn't that important. I just thought it was funny what I was going to say, but
It was
you know,
about I know what it is. If it was what we talked about this morning, it was about the membership thing.
no, but that's
Now
good. That's a good thing. Yeah, he did. I mean, is it a sellout or I don't know if it is or not. But anybody if anybody watches him, the as of last night, the Mug Club does not exist anymore because it's now he's now become Rumble Premium.
Yeah.
That's what he's in. Rumble either Rumble's brought him in or he's brought Rumble into him. I don't know. I think it's the other way around. Rumble,
They got the deeper pocket.
So, but then again, I was reading something on that. The Mug Club, right, has brought in, on average, brings in about $7.5 million a year to Rumble. You know, since he's been on there. So there we go. No, but that isn't what I was going to talk about. And damn if I can remember what it was. Hopefully it popped back in my mind while I'm thinking of it. But I don't know. Anyway, what I want to know, without getting myself kicked off of YouTube, where he's now got Trump has now got I think, 72 million votes, and she's still on 66 million.
Okay.
So he's won the popular vote as well as the college. But Biden only won, the Democrats only won 66 million. Biden, according to them, in the most honest, safe election ever in 2020, he won 81 million votes. Trump is around the same figure from 2020. So where in the hell have all those votes gone? Is
Now,
what I want to know.
Before any of you ask, yes, I gave him this topic today because I thought that this would be sponsored by Reynolds Wrap tinfoil, because theoretically in history, year over year, election over election, the voter turnout almost always either stays the same or climbs slightly with the population change. And this is the first time in recorded history where there wasn't a mass drop in population because of war or genocide, that the Democratic Party got 15 million less votes in 2024 than they did in 2020 during lockdowns. Where did those 15 million dead voters come from, or where did they go since, is the question we're asking. Because Trump's numbers are roughly the same as they were in 2020, which means it plays into the theory that the voter turnout stays slightly the same or climbs a little bit because there's more people. And if you really want to split the hair funny, there's 15 million people less than the last election, and 7 million illegal immigrants were let into this country in the last 3.5 years, where some places allowed them to vote. So it's actually more than 15 million votes are not showing up. Where'd they go? What happened? What do?
Yeah. So what do you say, New York Outcast? What happened to the 15 million votes?
Well, I think some of them died of shock and horror when they realized they've been lied to and couldn't find, the word salad stuff in the dictionary. So they did society a favor and disappeared. I really don't know. Others, probably had passed on years prior to that number even being taken, and they just had fallen off the voter registry as well, because nobody's going to believe George Washington went out and voted in 2024 anymore. So, stuff like that, I'd guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, personally, this is more like going to get me kicked off. But, I mean, when they shut things down, put cardboard up over the windows, then they came out and said, oh, we've got X amount of votes. We never actually saw the ballots. You know what I'm saying? They just come up with a figure and said that's what he's got.
So you think people are discouraged, basically?
I think that the left is going to reach for straws of totally bogus excuses. One of the things that I heard today, which I thought was kind of funny, I think you pointed this out, Rick. You were like, well, back in 2020, they had mail-in ballots, which is why more people participated. But then I came back with, why would people use an archaic system of placing a ballot for the one election when they were used to doing it the other way the entire time before? And now that they don't have mail-in ballots this time, they can finally go back to the standard routine. So that's an inexcusable excuse. It's like, no, you can't use that argument. I'm sorry. It's not because of mail-in.
No, I disagree with you, because the mail-in ballot.
Yeah.
The I hate to say it, but the American person is lazy. It's so much easier to sit at home in your pajamas, write out a ballot, and give it to the mailman than it is to get off your ass and go down and vote.
I not 15 million people though. I don't buy it. Not at all. And that example you just gave is exactly why my argument for online balloting would give you a way bigger voter turnout because you could do it on the shitter in the morning before you head off to work. Yeah, that's next. I'm telling you, that's coming next.
Nah. No.
You can't stop the signal.
So anyway, I remember what I was going to say now. It was to do what on that show. What he interviewed the actor James Woods.
Oh, okay.
Right, and when he come on, he says, "I normally don't do, talk to reporters and stuff like that." But he said, my wife likes your show, so I came on for her. But he said, I'm drunk. He said, my bar doesn't have enough booze in it for tonight. He goes, well, where I was going with this is what made me laugh, talking about the illegal immigrants. He was going on about how Trump won the Latino vote.
He won every demographic.
He said, all them Latinos, he said, welcome to America.
Yeah, I looked at the demographic breakdown in Florida. He won all of them. He won black vote. He won the Latino vote. He won the woman's vote. He won the Gen Z vote.
He won the Jewish vote.
That was obvious. That was obvious.
Oh yeah, he won a bunch of. He got more of those demographics than she did. She lost them, and he picked them up, basically, in my opinion. But but I don't know. It's a good day. I think the only thing we got to do now is, are they going to pull any shenanigans between now and January 20th? That is the question.
So what I heard is apparently during Kamala's speech, she said she's basically, without saying it directly, is that she's not going to certify the results, which is bogus because she would be held in contempt of Congress for not fulfilling her constitutional duty.
Didn't they pass a law? Didn't they pass a law saying, quantifying what the vice president's job is on that day? Even though it says it in the Constitution, didn't they come out with something else that all she is and all Pence was, unfortunately, was a figurehead?
Well, she was president of the Senate also.
What?
The vice president is also the president of the Senate, and the president of the Senate's duty is to certify the election results.
Yes, to certify that, but can't stop it.
Correct.
It's either,
do it.
I mean, they can't stop it. It's a formality. That's what I'm saying. They don't really. If it wasn't in the Constitution, she wouldn't even need to be there.
Yeah. That's the problem being the vice president running for office and losing is you have to eat the biggest piece of crow if you lose.
And it's even on the same day, isn't it? January 6th.
Yeah. I think it's the 20th, isn't it?
No, the 20th is when he takes over.
Yeah, you're right. Certification has to be on the 6th. That's correct.
Yeah.
God, that's funny.
Hey, Tactical Fud. How you doing? Yeah, so I think it's it is it's a good day, but we got to make sure they don't pull any shenanigans between now and then. But also, we got you got to keep your fingers crossed. Pray if you're that way inclined. That we win the House. Because if they win the House, you know what they're going to do on the first day of the new Congress? They're going to file an impeachment because the House controls the impeachment.
For what?
I don't know. They'll come up with something. We're talking about the Democrats here.
Right, but they have to actually have.
Oh, between now, if they win the House, right? By the time the first day of Congress, they will have a reason. You know. Also, I bet you they're talking to all them prosecutors and judges. Like I believe on one of those cases, his sentencing is on the 24th of November. I believe it's the 24th. They might say, put his ass in jail. Then they've got a reason to take it away from him. Think about it. You know?
Are
Even
there
those,
still undeclared?
Do what?
For the House? Are there still undeclared winners in the House? Like
there's about 44. There's about 44 seats up for grabs still.
Okay, because right now it's 204 to 187, and
there's 435 seats in the House.
Right.
You need 218 to have the majority. So either one can still win it. Because every seat's up for grabs every 2 years. And the Senate is half the Senate, or there's a percentage how to do it, is every 6 years.
Yes.
You know? Now, we got 52 seats in the House. See, now, that's another thing. I know I'm talking politics, but it's a special day. But don't get all bent out of shape. But everybody says, you know, to get, even if we win the House, to get a law passed, they need the 60 votes. Because the filibuster will come into play.
I'm glad you led into that because I was hoping you would. This is the first time in congressional history where there are 6 independents in the Senate. So even though they only have 51 seats right now, or 54, I think. Is it 54 or 51? Anyway, they have 6 other independents they could try to woo to their side. And then maybe a couple of Democrats might come across, but that's pretty rare. It's 52 to 40.
But I mean, and I think you'll find those independents, though, put their allegiance to the Democrats.
Maybe.
You know, Bernie does.
Yeah. It's Maine and Vermont are independent for sure. And then there's a bunch of them that lean Republican.
There ain't no independent that leans Republican.
Well,
that
no.
I know of.
It's like you know how Nebraska was split into 3 or whatever?
Yeah.
They got, like, Nebraska 2 is lean Republican, red Republican. So it's a slightly okay. I don't know. It's a unique position to be in. What we're witnessing right now is we're living in history right now. For the first time in over 130 years, you have a split-term president. It's highly likely that this will never, ever happen again. Because what we have done as a people is we have corrected a wrong, and we decided, no, libtards can't do it better than the guy that was actually getting stuff done. So chances are, if you are a president in the future and you do a pretty good job, you're going to get all eight of your years consecutively. Like, faith in the DNC doesn't exist right now. They are in absolute turmoil right now. You've got Letitia James, who can't get anything done right now, and you've got Catherine Hochul, who is actually more corrupt than Cuomo ever was,
Oh,
and
they both
they're
of them
vowing to come after
both of
him.
them
And
had
it's like,
just
with what?
said both of them had just said they're going to fight Trump on everything he tries to do that affects the state of New York.
Yeah. So it's like, why do you keep voting these people back into office if they don't get anything done except just to be a thorn in someone's side? I
Yeah,
understand politically you can't have it all one way because then you have totalitarianism. But these people are just deliberate underminers.
yeah.
It's
The
one step
main
short of
the
treason.
main squad all got voted back in
It's just,
on the Democrat side. You
you
know?
get the government you deserve. And
Yeah.
her district, AOC's, has turned into the red light district. So you get what you deserve.
Yeah, and
Sorry.
they voted her back in.
Yeah, now live with it.
Yeah.
If
Oh,
you're in
did you
that
see that?
district, live with it.
I just saw a picture too of Pelosi crying at her at Harris's where she conceded the
Yeah. You know
the
why?
election.
You know why?
Pelosi was in tears.
Because she just lost her control of a party that had
Oh, yeah.
control of the Justice
Yeah.
Department, for starters, and now she can't get away with insider trading
She
anymore.
more than likely saying, "You stupid bitch, you had it."
I had this funny vision in my head this morning of the reason why Kamala Harris was not at her defeat yesterday at her headquarters. And
Why?
all I could come up with was she was standing in a dark room with a spotlight over her head with her hands and her head down low. And it was like a Spectre meeting in James Bond. And there was this desk in front of her of like 8 people, her overlords and her handlers. And they were all like, in this organization, we do not tolerate failure. You have failed the party. You have become an embarrassment to the group. And I'm just waiting for one of them to push the button so the floor drops out from under her. But they know they can't get away with it because she didn't concede yet until later today. But I had this vision of her standing there, ashamed and
Yeah.
useless,
Oh yeah. I mean,
like a typical Democrat, ashamed and useless.
yeah. Well, yeah. Right now, I mean, I would love. It's. Oh God, I don't know how to explain how good it makes me feel that they're getting shafted. They're getting what they deserve.
Well, yeah, like we had a friend who used to say that all the time. That's what you get. That's the feeling you're having right now.
We put up with 4 years of goddamn hell. My life is worse than it's ever been. Financial wise, my gas is. I paid $2 and what was it? 89 cents for gas the other day.
Wow, that's what I pay for diesel right now.
That's still around 90 cents higher than it was when Trump left the office 4 years ago.
I love telling this story because it's true and I still kept the receipt. The day before the election, the last election, I filled the tank in my T-Bird, which runs on 93 octane premium, and I paid $1.17 a gallon. The day before that election. Right now, it's like what, $3.49 for premium, something like that. Yeah. Now it's going to take some time, but it will come down.
Yeah,
I think so.
Well, I mean, I know certain stuff's not going to come down because materials cost more than they used to. Gas can come down because if Trump says drill, 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 baby, drill, we're going to have oil and gas like we did before. What's that, New York?
I was just wondering why that car requires higher octane gas.
Oh, higher compression engine.
So is there a reason for that? Because to my knowledge, it's not a sports car or anything like that. So I mean, is there what?
The T-Bird of that vintage uses the same engine as a Jag S-Type and a Lincoln LS. It's an all-aluminum high compression engine, so they forced it on. I've tried lower octane. It seems like crazy. Will kill an engine.
Just curious.
Yeah, it's okay. Like, I mean, I don't drive it that much anymore, but it's nice on a nice day, for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, and another thing, talking about that, I've mentioned this many a time, right? I buy, instead of buying A1 steak sauce, I buy the Walmart brand.
Why do you need steak sauce?
What?
Why do you even need steak sauce? A good
I
steak
use it
doesn't
on
do
my
anything.
roast potatoes.
Ah, okay. I'm with you.
It's an English thing.
I use Worcestershire. Isn't that an English thing?
But anyway, where I was going with this, I used the Walmart brand before Biden took office.
Yeah.
It was $1 a bottle
Yeah.
for the Walmart brand. Same size as the A1 steak sauce. When I bought it, when I got paid last month and I done my monthly shopping, it's up to $2.48 a bottle in 4 years.
150% increase.
That's just one item,
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. But hey, wait a minute. Good viewers, I'll have you know that thanks to Rick and Bidenomics, I'm paying $30 for mustard.
Well, you're buying a good mustard. Mind you, it's a lot higher than it used to be.
Yeah.
Because the dollar ain't worth shit anymore.
Yeah.
It
is really good. I've already used 2 out of the 6 bottles.
Because it's imported. So
yes.
So you buying that by like the gallon or something?
No, here's the thing. That's the worst part. So it's $30 for 5 6-ounce bottles. Tiny little bottles, squeeze bottles.
So 30 ounces.
Actually, they're under 6 ounces. They're actually 5.9 or something like that.
It's really good though.
Yeah. See, but you're paying an import. You're paying import duty on it.
Yeah, but hey, I told you the other day. Fun fact: once upon a time, before he was president, Ronald Reagan was a spokesman for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I know. But what I'm saying is, I like English. I know you guys get on at me that I'm un-American sometimes, but I was brought up on that. And there's certain things that I use Coleman's mustard. I drink PG Tips tea. I even use the pot. I got a pot that I make a pot of tea in the morning.
Yep.
So I'm trying to think what else I do. Oh, I buy my Branston pickles, which is like a spread that I put on my cheese sandwiches because I do eat cheese. I just don't eat cheese for breakfast. Cheese is not a breakfast item.
And he doesn't eat macaroni and cheese either.
Oh no, macaroni and cheese never.
That's beneath it.
If they said eat macaroni and cheese or die, I'll go to say it was nice knowing your world. So we've had this argument many times before, Okay. But and I'm trying to think. There's something else that I have that's that I'm willing to pay that little bit extra because it's English, and I can't remember what the hell it is off the top of my head.
HP
I must be
sauce.
out of it. That's why I can't think of
Heinz-
it right now.
Heinz beans.
What?
Heinz beans.
No, I don't. No, I mean I've learned to. I like Heinz beans. It's got a different flavor, a slightly different flavor than
Yeah.
American baked beans. But
Yeah.
I can live with American baked beans on toast. You know
I can't eat fried fish without malt vinegar anymore. Thanks to you.
that. Oh, I like malt vinegar too. It's got
Yeah. Yeah. I can't do
Yeah.
fish and chips.
There's
without
something
it.
else that I buy that's English and it's imported and it ain't cheap and I can't remember what the hell it
Newcastle
is.
brown ale. Kidding.
You know, but anyway, that's beside the point. But yeah, mustard is expensive there, Rob. You know, it's normally in a little. I mean, the 5-ounce bottle that he's talking about is a squeezable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Coleman's
But the actual glass
easy mustard.
jar is only 3.5
3 ounces.
ounces.
3 flat at my grocery store. And it's $5 for it.
Yeah.
3
yeah.
ounces of that mustard lasts me like 2 sandwiches.
Do what?
The 3-ounce bottle lasts me 2 sandwiches.
Yeah. But I'm more like I'm going to have to order. I mean, I was looking today, right? On Amazon today, the price went up on mustard.
Oh, now I gotta look. This
The
is in my orders.
the 6, I think it's the
6 squeezies like I bought.
no, it's the 6 glass bottles is over
that's-
$30.
Yeah, that's too small, dude.
You know, it's
Weird.
outrageous. So
Okay, so a 6-pack of squeezy mustard, which is the 5.3s that I got,
yeah,
is currently $35. You're right, it went up.
yeah,
I think you guys just use too much damn mustard.
It's
Yeah.
so
Or-
good, dude. You
6
gotta try it.
bottles would probably
I
last
mean,
me like a couple
it-
years.
I might have to I might have to buy the powder and make it myself.
Yeah, that is the cheapest way to do it, actually. Like,
Yeah,
the can of powder is pretty affordable. But Rob, you got to try it, dude. It will change your life. I didn't think it was a big deal when I bought my first bottle, right? And the first mistake I made was I didn't use enough of it. So like I came back on and I berated Rick the next morning. I was like, dude, I got that mustard and it wasn't shit. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I thought you said it was spicy. And he's like, maybe it's just not spicy for you. So then the next time I got it, I put a whole bunch more on it, and it was fantastic. I was like, oh my God, this is great. And I don't like mustard in general, but this, it changes your life. It's really good.
Yeah. Well, see, you got to get the Coleman's English mustard,
Yeah.
New York Outcast.
I'm going to put the link in the chat.
All right. Yeah, I've had it. I mean, I think it's good.
There you
but
go.
Again, I don't I don't know. I don't use a lot of condiments. I guess I use more salt and sugar than
Yeah.
anything else. So
Yeah. I mean,
Hey,
like
Rick,
if I
it's the same price I paid last time.
like if I make a ham sandwich, stuff like that, I slap mustard on it. You know, I used like if I cook myself a Sunday dinner like roast potatoes, roast beef, or even pork. Anytime I'm eating and veg, I'll scoop some mustard on my plate, and it's sort of like you know how when you're eating French fries, I don't know if you do it. You either got the people that squirt it all over the fries, or they squirt a big pile of it
On
there
the
to
side.
dip. Well, I do the pile of mustard to dip my food in before I eat it. That mustard with my Sunday dinner. I love it.
It's really good with a Boston butt roast, the pork shoulder roast,
Yeah,
and you take it
and
like
it's
a
good
jab.
on roast beef. Oh my
Yeah.
God!
Yeah,
You know.
man.
Oh man, how did we get on the food again?
I don't know. But I think moderation has a bit to do with it. I mean, that's like drowning a steak in steak sauce. You cook the steak right, you don't need steak sauce. Like
That is
you,
true. I don't think so.
you could have a little bit. I guess you want to change up the taste midway through, but or a salad where people they put so much dressing it's like a damn soup. There's
Guilty.
not it defeats the purpose, kind of. You know what I mean? Like, why make it a good or buy a deli cut ham for a sandwich and then smother it so all you taste is the mustard? Like, we'll
Okay.
just
You're
fucking
right.
eat tofu or something. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense, at least to me in my
Yeah,
line of thinking.
you're right. You're right. I think what it was is I wasn't using enough of it the first time to get the bite that I was looking for. And then when I put it on later, that's when I realized, oh, okay, this one you do have to kind of put it on. If you make a sandwich and you put mayonnaise on your bread, right? If you put the mustard the same sort of thickness as mayonnaise, then that's the taste you're going for. Like that's where it works.
What is
Hey
this?
Rick, did you mention the thing? Oh, that's that link to the mustard.
Oh,
It's the same price as I paid back in October. So yeah,
okay.
it's $35 for a 6 pack. But you guys don't have to buy a 6 pack. That link will show you a 2 pack price for way less if you've never tried it. I can't believe we're doing this. Try it. We're endorsing this.
And $30 really isn't bad when you're talking 6 bottles. I thought like you're just getting a bottle of mustard for $30, and I'm like, damn,
It's
that
only
sounds like a drug
30.
problem or something.
It's
Like, that's
it's just
crazy.
barely like 32 ounces of mustard for $30 though. It's like $35. It's pretty pricey.
If you look at it price per pound, it's kind of expensive.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, like Jeremy Clarkson says, things are more exciting when it's priced by the gram than it is when it's priced by the pound. And he's right. He's
Yeah,
absolutely
yeah.
right.
But you know,
Well,
you
at
just
least you
gotta.
didn't like drown everyone in
Hey,
politics.
Gizzard Gary, how you doing? So that's I don't know.
Oh, wait, I need to announce something
Yeah.
because maybe some folks are unaware because we don't have a gun channels anymore. And it might be too late for some of you, but if you're close by, the Wanamaker Gun Show is this weekend in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where we used to all get together several days before and eat all the bacon we can put in our face at Hugo's in Claremore. It's this weekend, the 9th and 10th. So if you're near Tulsa or you ain't got nothing better to do, you should go to the world's biggest gun show that's only twice a year, especially since the weather's kind of cooperating this
Yeah, it's
time
all
of year.
right for you. Just up this. It's just it's the state above you.
It's 11 hours for me.
Yeah.
But I got a diesel this time instead of a miserable little Fiat with no wheelbase. So the stupid roads in Atoka, Oklahoma doesn't break my back. I'm not bitter.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, any groups going? Any gun channels going?
I'm not sure. I always mention it because I would like to plan a get together. Like for you, Rick, like once you get your toys out of the way, you need to come out to it once. You definitely need to come out to this thing once. Tony came down once. I met him there in 2017 or 18.
Yeah.
Like one of these days, you're gonna have to come. They do it in November and I think April. Yeah, that's my birth month. Yeah, April and November. So
Rick
like,
doesn't
probably not going to make the November, but I might go for the April one next year.
Rick doesn't break his comfort zone unless there's a vagina involved.
That is true, and that's coming back to Indiana in like 2 weeks. But we can't talk about that on this show.
Yeah. Yeah.
It involves pictures.
Yeah. Oh, Gizzard Gary says,
MSS Pawn's going to be there.
yeah, he
Nice.
just said that. So
Does that mean Travis is going to be down there too with his new Bell in tow?
I don't know. I don't see any of these
Yeah.
people anymore.
I know. See,
But
this is what happens when we don't have gun channels.
I remember
Mhm.
when you guys all used to go, right?
And I tried to get you to go.
And Matt bought a pizza and sent it up to Night Strike. Night
That
Strike
was
wouldn't order
funny.
the door, wouldn't answer his door, so Gizzard Gary ate it.
That was funny.
That was hilarious.
But all I know is if we can get like that, we don't have gun channels, so like you people are all welcome to come to my Discord to organize this shit if you want. But if you guys come and we make this arrangement to go to one of these shows together, like we're gonna have to do the whole thing. We're gonna do the Hugo's Bacon thing so we can watch Rick's heart explode, and we got to do like I don't know a karaoke night or something because I don't have a tongue ring and I'll beat Matt like 9 ways to Sunday. And Matt's a lot taller than you guys think.
Yeah, Gizzard Gary said that was November 2018 when that happened.
Yeah. I bought my first. I think I bought my first mill surf there. I bought my Grenade Fire Enfield, which is actually on its way to South Carolina to be worked on by one Mark Novak. So you're going to see a Mark Novak video soon with my rifle in it.
Yeah.
Speaking of rifles, Rick,
yes.
have you been telling them about what you've been doing recently?
Oh, what about my
Yes.
My
Or you just gonna wait till it's all
AR-10
put
build?
together? Yes.
Yes, they know about it. They don't want me to talk about it because I talk about it too much.
Raphael is on. Hey, listen, I know they named a hurricane after you, and I don't hold it against you, but if you could like steer it towards my city, I'm willing to sacrifice my house as long as your hurricane smashes my ex-girlfriend's house to pieces. I'm just saying.
Mind you, though, I've been waiting. I'm going to buy, everybody knows, I'm going to buy a complete upper from Bear Creek Arsenal. This is a budget build before you all freak out on me. Right?
Except for the fact that I made him break the budget building below.
And I've been keeping an eye on it all month. And as of yesterday, or as of today, it was on sale. As of today, the sale price is $24 higher than it was last week.
Dear viewer, please remind Rick to stay patient because Black Friday is right around the corner and it'll drop $60.
Unless they take the Target method.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, they say it's still on sale, but it's gone up $24.
It'll drop another $50 in about a week and a half.
You know, it's kind of upsetting me because I'm over budget as it is.
Not my fault.
No,
not it. It is my fault. I'll take responsibility solely. But you know what? You made me build an entire freaking rifle since then.
Yeah.
I showed it to you before we went on air.
As you know, I don't know if anybody can. I got it. The part I've got built is sitting back here on top of my tool chest.
Turn on your camera, Rick. You can show them.
Oh,
like it was my.
Oh yeah, I don't have my camera on. I forgot.
Oh, wait. Are you not allowed to do that on YouTube anymore? Just try to keep you safe.
Well, it's sitting there as long as I don't pick it up and put it together or anything. But it's sitting right there on top of my tool chest.
Oh yeah.
It's the lower with the butt stock.
Click yourself so you take up the whole screen.
You know that. Do what?
Click on yourself so you take up the whole screen for a second to show it, a little better because you're in a tiny little window.
So hang on.
No,
yeah, there it is. Right? I don't know if you guys can see it, but where I'm going with this is I could buy a complete rifle from Bear Creek Arsenal for what I paid for that half.
I think Bear Streak is what happens when your girl comes back to Indiana.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I didn't check the price of but up until yesterday, you could buy a bare bones 308 AR-10 style for $519 out the door. Well,
Guys,
plus tax.
I'm gonna
Right.
100% own this. I told Rick to do it this way because I wanted him to have a very good quality lower receiver and not buy a rifle and have a drawer full of parts that he's gonna swap out later.
Yeah.
So
Where
this
I'm
is
going with
my
this is
doing, and this will be the most expensive gun he owns to date once it's finished.
that I said $519 complete
Just with a
rifle.
lower.
I spent more than that just on that part.
You're welcome.
Yep.
You know,
And now he'll be trading in French bread pizza for rounds to shoot the damn thing.
I had to
But
sell
hey-
a gun to buy that.
I did that to help you save money on the expense because you had guns that you didn't use.
You know,
And they turned into that rifle that you will use, and you have a stock that's adjustable the way you wanted it. You have a grip that's super comfortable, and you have a lower receiver. That's awesome. Like
it's
the one
not
I've got.
usable now, and if the price don't go back down, it'll never get built.
Yeah, but you're just being a Black Friday sale denier now.
You know?
Oh,
I've
technically,
hey.
as of last year, Black Friday sales suck. I mean,
I've lived
a lot of
here.
places it's not even a sale. Just says
I
They
it's
mean,
a
had
sale.
a sale a couple of weeks back that's cheaper than it is now, so the Black Friday one should at least be that price.
I have never ever bought anything on Black Friday sale on anything ever because I never have any money when it comes around.
But now you will. And Raphael gave you another way to budget and have extra money.
Well, mac and
Well,
cheese.
if this girl's
Yeah.
coming back, he ain't gonna have any money. So what the hell's
That
going
is
on
true.
with that? Is this a visit or is she moving back in?
Oh no, she's not
Well,
moving back in.
Not if the dog comes back.
She wants to
Alright.
come back to Indiana. Her life is not very good.
Oh,
So is,
now up
is
there.
she bringing your towels back and half the shit you're missing?
she took your towels? You didn't tell me this.
So,
No, I'm not going
boy,
to talk about it all
like
now.
I
I'm
wouldn't
not
even let
airing
that
my
bitch in the
laundry.
house. You're
So
crazy,
she
man.
stole towels from the Hotel Mitchell? What the hell? Scandal.
You know. So
What
anyway,
about that chair? That wasn't
Yeah.
even yours.
Damn, Rick stole those from a hotel legit, and she stole from the Hotel Mitchell. God.
no, actually, I had a bunch of towels that were given to me by my cousin for Christmas.
Yeah.
The first or second year I was here, they still had when you get a towel set and they're stapled with the cardboard on them,
The little
right?
band, yeah.
They were still like that, and they're gone.
Guys, it is the viewer duty to help me get Rick to come to Wanamaker April of 2025 next year. And then what we'll do is we'll rent a hotel where he can steal all the towels to replenish the ones his girlfriend stole from him. Let's make that happen.
Yep. And then you guys should also help me
Let's
convince Rick to tell this girl to go kick rocks.
I've been doing that to him every day. Like, you're welcome to come to the Discord in the morning too, you know. Like, he's on every morning. We talk about this every day. I'm his therapist. I don't know if you knew that. I'm his therapist.
I couldn't handle it every day.
Hey, you see what Raphael wrote
Yeah.
to get money?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Blood
I had
and
a friend who paid
semen
his entire
cells.
I had a friend who paid his entire college tuition, his apartment, and his car payments doing what he's suggesting.
Yeah.
It pays. It pays. Of course, he looked like Fabio back then, but whatever.
Anyway, let's. It's 8:00 already. By God! But what a great day it's been. You know, come January. Come, what was it 12:01 on January 20th? It'd be even better. You know, when he actually
No,
becomes,
I think it's like 8 a.m. where they do the actual swearing in.
you know,
8 or 9.
when he actually does when he becomes the actual 47th president of the
Oh.
United States.
Rick, don't forget the quiz question.
The what?
Don't forget your quiz question.
Oh no, I haven't. I got to do the drawing
Oh.
for last month's.
Hmm.
And hang on, where is it? Oh, that's right. I got to open a different goddamn thing because Chrome changed the way the goddamn.
It's not that big a deal, dude.
Yeah. The question was what I wanted to know was in the movie El Dorado with John Wayne, the character in the movie Bull. I wanted to know what firearm he carried, making
This was my question.
all that good shit. And it was a 56 caliber Colt 1855 revolving carbine.
Yes.
Now here's some trivial information. It was a cap and ball rifle, right? It shot five rounds, right? But if you go to the movie, right, when they're having the fight around the church, I think it's around the church. If you guys remember it, well, they run down an alley and the church is at the end of the alley and they get into a gunfight, right? He fires that gun 10 times without reloading.
Because he kept an extra cylinder in his pocket.
You know, I just thought I'll mention that. But anyway, the win. Let me hit my thing here to get the winner. And here we go.
It's the guy that lives in your state.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. It is the other winner.
Oh, well, sorry. I had a 50-50 shot.
Yeah, you did. It's the other winner. 2 Live Moo.
Hey.
He won it this time. So, 2 Live Moo, you're the winner of the swag pack. I'll get it together and get it out to you in the next few days. Let me write it down if I don't forget. 2 Live Moo.
Oh, he is here. Cool.
He is.
Congratulations.
He's lurking.
I've got some stuff I need to send you for your swag pack giveaways too.
Yeah. So there we go. Okay. The question for this month.
It's a hard one. I gave it to him.
It's not that hard. It's
Wow.
I
It's
looked
Googleable.
it up quite easy. Now that I read it, it's quite easy. This will be drawn on the 4th of December. That's the first Wednesday of the month. So you got 4. You got today's the 6th, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, not 5 this time, to get the answer into me. And let's see. Let me make sure I word this right. Where is it? All right. I want to know. It's to do with shooting. Again, it's to do with rifle scopes. How do you convert MilDOT into MOA or vice versa?
He wants the formula.
I want the formula on how to convert MilDOT into MOA or MOA into MilDOT. What's the formula? Get it to me by the 4th of December and email it to rickslifeasiseeit@gmail.com or spottedrick@gmail.com. There you go. I mean, see, I'll give you guys easy ones, and I'm hoping more of you will enter, but you don't.
I don't because I give you the questions.
You know?
It wouldn't be fair.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to people in the chat.
I know.
You know? So there you go.
There was a time where I was.
So that's it on the quiz. So there we go. And tonight I am having grilled cheese sandwiches.
Grilled macaroni.
Made with mayonnaise on the outside because it crisps up better.
Then butter?
Yeah, instead of putting butter on it, try it with mayonnaise.
I've always wanted to do that.
It crisps up better.
Ah, you see, but I use Kerrygold grass-fed cow butter, which melts just sitting in room temperature, which makes it work very quickly. But I really want to try that for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, just try it with mayonnaise. See, I mean,
Well, you were right with the mustard, so I have no reason to doubt you.
yeah, yeah. And I tell you another thing I suggested, and he don't come on anymore, but squib load.
Yeah.
Dipping your French fries in mayonnaise.
I like to dip my French fries in gravy and cheese curds, but I guess that's my inner Canadian screaming out to me,
Yeah,
even though I'm
you
not Canadian.
take your French fry and dip it in mayonnaise. Oh man, make your tongue
Good.
bat your brains out.
No, dip it in salad before you dip it in mayonnaise, and everybody's gonna be out of shape, and they won't even be able to tie their shoes.
Yeah, but salad is what food eats, as the saying goes.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to wind it up because I made myself hungry talking about this food for the last 20 minutes.
Saw that
The mac
mustard
and
porn
cheese
earlier.
wanted to make me heave, but besides that, everything else was pretty good.
I think all the mustard porn did it.
But you notice I'm eating a grilled cheese at nighttime because cheese, people, is not a breakfast food. I'm just saying.
No, they put it in omelets. They do put it in omelets. They put it in the sausage McMuffin at breakfast.
As I said, cheese is not a breakfast food.
The steak.
You know? You don't put cheese on a breakfast sandwich. You don't put cheese in a breakfast omelet. You can put cheese. If you have an omelet for lunch or you have an omelet for dinner, you can put cheese in it. It's not a breakfast food.
Ladies and gentlemen, Benedict Arnold.
It's not a breakfast food. I'm just telling you.
That's so
We
unreal.
fought a war not to live under this shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Man.
We're united against you, Rick. It's 2-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it's not a breakfast food. Change my mind.
Macaroni and cheese is.
Well,
Yeah.
just to make you happy, Rick, I celebrated today's victory by some homemade mac and cheese.
You did?
Nice.
Oh,
Yes, I did.
congratulations. I'm going to celebrate it with grilled cheese sandwiches.
Oh, it's not easy being cheesy, Rick.
I just it's been slim pickings this week because it's payday this week. I overspent my budget. So it's slim pickings, but I'm surviving. I am a survivor.
My fault.
So, oh, I got some bad news, guys. Test strips to test my blood sugar.
Oh.
Well, my insurance pays for the high dollar ones.
Oh, they dropped them down to the generics?
Yeah.
Oh, well. You still know where to send them.
That's it. I mean, because I get more. He prescribes me more than I use. He gives me enough where I can test my blood 5 times a day. So I got, and just to have them go out of date, I might as well help somebody else out and sell them.
Agreed.
And well, now I know I could tell the doctor he's prescribing too many and cut the prescription back.
How dare you?
But the way I look at it, I know it's wrong. It's a terrible way to think. Unfortunately, the doctors and whatever are going to charge me the same price for what they're doing, whether I have it or not. You understand? I mean, like when I go to the foot doctor, right? I go there every 9 to 10 weeks, and they check my feet, the bottom of my feet, because of my back. I can't get my foot up high enough to look at it myself, unless I use a mirror on the floor type thing, right? So so Medicare pays for it, but when I go, they offer I call it a manicure. They're cutting my toenails and all that. I know it's kind of gruesome, but they cut my toenails, and if I happen to have any hard skin, they scrape it off and all that kind of stuff. But where I'm going is that's included in they charge Medicare $280 for this.
Damn.
For this appointment. What I'm saying is, if I tell them not to cut my toenails, it's still $280. You know what I'm saying?
A $280 pedicure?
That's what they charge to check my feet.
Jesus, that $300 for my hair, for my girl's hair and eyebrow thing doesn't seem so expensive anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Holy crap.
That's because you're having a doctor come in to check them. And actually, the doctor only comes in if the nurse or whoever the woman is that comes in and checks them finds something.
Oh my God.
You know, she'll come in and say, "Oh, I better go get the doctor to come and look at it."
Yeah.
And yeah. I take pretty good care of my feet. I don't walk around barefoot that much, because besides being diabetic and being on a medication that makes it's not a blood thinner, but but one of the side effects is having the medication gives me thin blood. So if I cut myself, I bleed like a stuffed pig. So that's why I don't go around barefooted. I can't afford to do that. So anyway, I've given you way too much information on that one, but there you go. So
dinner awaits.
Yes. So I want to say thank you to everybody for being here. I really do appreciate it. I hope if you didn't vote for the right person, I apologize, but the right person won this time. So all I'm going to say, you
should have been if you didn't vote for the right person.
So, with that, I'll be back next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, the only time zone that matters. So I will see you all then. So, good night, everybody. Good night, Sabrina.
Bye, Sabrina. Wherever you are.